I sort of think is March 15th is like the day the world shut down.
Yeah.
March 16th, I came into my office, I pulled out my spreadsheet and I said, okay, file, save as, disaster plan. So here's all the business we're going to lose. What are the costs I'm going to have to cut to survive this? Because
Hmm.
everybody's going to get rid of marketing. Because I've seen this before, in
Right.
recessions where people say, well, I know marketing's the most important thing that I do from a strategic point of view, but I gotta keep payroll. I gotta keep the lights on, and so
Hmm.
we're just going to pause this. And that's what I expected to happen. And exactly the opposite happened. It was really interesting for us that what we saw was that we coined a phrase in those days. I mean, the way so much of our business has been done, distribution to operator, is DSR walks in the back door and says, "Hey, I'm with local distributor. Where's the chef over there? Hey, chef, I know you buy from Cisco or US Foods or PFG, but there's got to be two or three items that they disappoint you on. Why don't you tell me what they are? I'll come back next week and I'll show you a sample and I'll give you a quote." That's kind of how the business has gone.
Yeah.
So what we said in those days was, well, with COVID, the back doors closed. In,
Hmm.
in fact, for a lot of restaurants, the front door was closed. They were handing bags
Yeah.
out, So we said the only door that's open is the digital door. The only way to get into a restaurant was through social media or an email or that type of thing. And it
Hmm.
was shocking how many companies that we had been talking to for years said, "Oh my goodness, my sales staff can't do anything. Can you help me?" And our business has literally quadrupled
Wow.
since COVID.
That's
It's
that's amazing.
I mean, part of it was right place at the right time, but part of it was I made a choice. I got aggressive, and we went after people and said, "Look, what you're doing is not working. You don't have any kind of digital presence. You've got a
Hmm.
website that you haven't updated since 1997. This isn't going to work." We developed for distributors this request a quote catalog that operators could come on at 10 o'clock at night and find items and say, "Can you get me a quote on these four items?" And that type of thing. So we thought about how are we going to help people, how are we going to help our clients in this brand new world, and it worked. And the well on the ingredient side, the thing that happened was that companies that said, well, we'd never accept a substitute,
Hmm.
um, said, "We'll take anything you got."
Yeah.
And so it was a lot of pivoting quickly to help people in getting documentation, and all of those things, so that we could just quicken the supply chain. So, but we did a lot of things and it worked for us.